A close call, a moment of danger when life can hang in the balance.
It was about survival at that point.
A split second where the outcome could go either way.
I knew I had to get the people out of the car.
The difference between disaster and survival.
It was terrifying. I thought it was game over.
These are the people that have been there and lived to tell the tale.
When the doctor had a word with us and thought was preparing us for David's death.
It's like something out of a horror film.
Their instincts and resources, coupled with the quick thinking of others, helped to pull them through.
I wanted to keep them awake. I needed to keep them awake.
And their dramatic experiences were recorded on camera.
Your life is on the line.
It's a day they'll never forget. The day they had a close call. Today on Close Calls, a young British man stands on a platform more than 150 feet up. He's about to jump attached to a bungee rope. Or that's what he thinks.
During the actual jump, I had no idea anything had gone wrong at all. I was expecting to just whiz it back up.
A mother's desperate battle to save her son. His heart has stopped, and his girlfriend makes this 999 call to the ambulance service.
My boyfriend stopped breathing.
Are you with him now?
I've gone in the front room, his dad's with him, I'm too scared.
You need to get him on the floor for me.
A young rider is hurled from his quad bike at a motocross race. Now he's lying in the path of more than 30 other bikes. You don't normally associate cardiac arrest with teenagers, but they can happen, and when they do, the chances of survival are very, very slim. And it's exactly what happened to a 19-year-old from Essex, and the family's battle to save his life is recorded in the emergency call they made that night. Westcliff-on-Sea in Essex. In a third-floor flat, a mum is suddenly in a desperate struggle to resuscitate her teenage son. His girlfriend is on the line to the emergency services.
But my boyfriend stopped breathing. He was coughing, he's got a bad cough, and all of a sudden I just heard him going, and I was shaking him, trying to wake him up.
19-year-old Keegan's heart has stopped. There's no sign of life. He suffered a cardiac arrest. His mum must keep doing CPR until the ambulance arrives.
My muscles started to burn. It just seemed like I was doing CPR forever.
The Egertons have always been a close family. Sports-mad 19-year-old Keegan is the youngest of 3 sons. He and his girlfriend Charlotte live with his parents, and he works for his father's business.
I do a lot of sport, did do football quite a few times a week, I've calmed down now. And just generally work and sport.
He's always active, always playing football. He's never really one to sit around and do nothing because he gets bored and agitated quite easily.
One evening, after watching a football match on TV, Keegan and Charlotte turn in for the night in the normal way. But this night proves to be very different.
Keegan started coughing. He started making like really funny gurgling noises. I turned Keegan over and he's obviously, at this point his eyes were still shut. So I was shaking him, calling his name and wasn't getting much of a response. And I then got up and turned on the bedroom light to see that his lips were blue.
Gripped with fear, she wakes his parents, then makes this 999 call.
Emergency, what's the address of the emergency?
Westcliff-on-Sea.
Okay, tell me exactly what's happened.
But my boyfriend stopped breathing.
Are you with him now?
I've gone in the front room, his dad's with him, I'm too scared.
Okay, I just need to confirm, is he awake?
No, he's not, we can't wake him up.
Okay, is he breathing?
No, he's not.
Okay, I'm organising help for you now, just down the line, I'll tell you exactly what to do next.
He was just laying there not breathing. I was struck with fear and then just started screaming his name, and then my husband ran in.
Over the phone, Charlotte is being given instructions to do chest compressions. They have to maintain an oxygen supply to Keegan's brain.
Don't want you to lay him flat on his back on the ground and remove any pillows.
He's laying on the bed, we can't.
Okay, you need to get him on the floor for me.
You need to lay him on the floor. They can't move him. Every now and then he's not breathing, but every now and then he'll take a big deep breath, but he's going blue.
Keegan's limbs have become rigid. He's well over 6 feet tall. It's a struggle for his mum and dad to move him.
They've got him on the floor.
Right, flat on his back.
Yep.
Listen carefully, I'm going to tell you how to do resuscitation. Place the heel of your hand on the breastbone.
You need to put the heel of your hand on his breastbone.
In the centre of his chest, right between the nipples. Okay, yep. Pump the chest hard and fast at least twice per second and 2 inches deep. Let the chest come up all the way between each pump. We're going to do this 600 times.
I started doing the CPR and just yelling at the same time, just shouting 1, 2, 3, 4, just because I had to try to concentrate on doing CPR because I'd never done it before.
A paramedic and ambulance crew have been dispatched. Closest to the family home is Mark Rowley.
The call had come down through the radio that I was being sent to a cardiac arrest. It's pretty much as ill as you can be, the ultimate emergency. They'd said it was a 19-year-old male cardiac arrest, 1-9, as opposed to a 90-year-old. So straight away you have an emotional connection to a young person that has died.
Back at the flat, Debbie keeps going with the CPR, urged on by the ambulance call handler.
You need to do it as 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Well done.
Yeah, please, how long is someone going to be?
They're coming as fast as they can. They're on blue lights and sirens, okay? You just need to concentrate on doing the compressions.
I didn't think there was anything wrong.
That's fine. You're doing the right thing now, though, okay?
He didn't respond really to the CPR at all, other than every now and again there would be like a gurgle sound within his throat. The fact that his body was making a sound was just enough for me to think, hang in there.
You're doing really well, okay? Is Dad doing the compressions at the minute?
No, Mum, his
mum is, okay.
I remember whilst doing the CPR getting to the point where my muscles started to burn and just praying that I could carry on doing it until help arrived. It just seemed like I was doing CPR forever.
In fact, it's only been 4 minutes since Charlotte made the call.
I think the ambulance is here.
Okay, they need to keep doing the compressions until they're ready to take over. Can you tell them that?
Just carry on, the ambulance car's downstairs and then they'll take over. Okay. Oh, it's not even the ambulance's place.
At the moment I saw the policeman, it was like, why have the police come? Like, what are they going to do?
Later, the paramedics arrive to find Keegan's heart hasn't just stopped. It is effectively dead.
The initial rhythm that I found was asystole. That's the ultimate emergency. We don't shock a flat line because essentially the heart's already dead.
The muscle's not fibrillating, there's no electrical activity, so to get it started again is a very difficult task.
Coming up, a teenager has fallen onto a dirt track. His helmet camera records as quad bikes fly over him. He needs to get out of danger fast. Katu in Thailand. A British holidaymaker is about to make a bungee jump from a platform 165 feet above a lake.
I don't think you meant to look down on these kind of things.
It was something that I had always wanted to do.
He takes a breath and plunges towards the water at 80 miles an hour.
I was expecting to just whiz it back up.
Instead, it's an empty harness that bounces back. Cambridge engineering student Rishi Baveja worked hard to get a degree, and after graduating, he decided to celebrate by going travelling. He said goodbye to his parents in Bradford and headed off to Thailand to join a group of friends.
I was figuring out everything that I wanted to do in life, everything I wanted to see, and every opportunity I wanted to grasp. And a few of my friends were actually already out there, and they said, you know, you should come. I said, right, I'm coming. And I just booked it and took a flight out and met them. I thought, you know, why not? You only live once, right?
The pals are determined to have fun. And like many young men, adrenaline challenges are on the agenda.
I had a long list of things that I wanted to just kind of tick off my life list. Zip lining through the rainforest, seeing all the wildlife while kind of being so high up in the treetops. It was incredible.
That was just one early highlight of a hugely successful holiday. Rishi's having such a great time, he doesn't want to go home. When his friends head back to the UK, he decides to stay another week.
I just thought, I can live in Thailand for another week and have another amazing week of this, so why not?
And it's this experience that captures his imagination. It's in Katu on the island of Phuket, a popular bungee jump set in the most spectacular jungle setting.
I had a 100% safety record, looked like it was a cool place to do the jump. It just looked perfect for me at the time.
But just before he goes ahead, he decides to call his mum just to tell her what he's planning to do.
From the start of that phone call, my mum didn't want me to do it. I guess it was a mixture of me trying to convince her with the safety record and ultimately, me being me and just saying, well, I'm an adult now, I need to make these choices and I'm gonna do it no matter what.
At the jump site, Rishi is excited, particularly by the beautiful location. A crane lifts the jump platform to a height of 165 feet above the lake. His souvenir video shows Rishi trying to control his nerves. And who could blame him?
You get higher, you're like, okay, I'm quite high. And then you realize that it's still not stopping and it keeps going higher, it's getting higher, and you start to get more worried and more worried because you know that you're gonna have to come down and it's not gonna be on the platform. And I tried not to really think about it. I just went with the flow.
At the top, the realization of what he's about to do hits home.
My feet froze and my heart was pounding. I can just remember it's just like bang, bang. I could just hear it. I couldn't hear anything else. I couldn't hear anyone. It was just silent.
A member of staff has strapped his feet together with a harness and attached the bungee cord to it. Rishi is getting more nervous by the second.
Every inch of me said, don't do this. Like, this is the stupidest thing you've ever done. Why are you going to do this? But at the same time, my body was also tingling with adrenaline. I was just excited. I was like, wow, I can't believe I'm actually going to do this.
This is what he came here for, and he's not backing out now. In less than a minute, he'll wish he had.
I was like, look, you just need to man up. I know you're scared. Do it. And once you've done it, you'll love it.
It's time. He inches towards the edge of the platform.
I don't think you're meant to look down on these kind of things.
He takes one last deep breath, crosses himself for luck, and jumps.
Adrenaline goes through every part of your body, and it feels a lot slower than it is. Everything stops. Your mind is just clear. There's nothing to think about. Very lost in that moment of free fall.
But he expects it to stop within seconds.
I didn't realize anything had gone wrong. I was expecting to just whiz it back up.
But he doesn't. The harness around his feet comes clean off, and he crashes straight into the water, traveling at 80 miles an hour. The video of the jump records his yelp of fear just before he hits the water. On the platform, the instructor gasps as he realizes what's happened. Below, Rishi is in the water, shocked, but alive.
The only thing that I could think about was, get out of the water right now, you shouldn't be here.
But Rishi is injured. No one realizes how badly, including him. But somehow, he manages to swim ashore.
The chap that was meant to jump after me pulled me out. I didn't understand why everyone was making a fuss. I just wanted to lie down for 2 minutes to get my breath back. Like, have you got insurance? And I managed to give them my mum's phone number. And after that, I passed out.
Rishi is taken to hospital. He's taken the full impact of the fall on his chest and suffered extensive injuries. Among them, a ruptured spleen, torn liver and kidneys, and collapsed lungs. It's so serious, He's on a breathing machine for a month.
As soon as I woke up and I realised that I wasn't breathing by myself and I had about 5 or 6 different tubes coming out of my body, I was just like, this is no joke. I got hit with a real dose of reality.
In fact, his recovery takes a full year, but doctors told him how much worse it could have been.
They said that, if with that pressure, and that force, you saw what happened to your organs if you'd hit that head first. It's extremely likely that you would have had brain damage or something worse. So, in fact, hitting it chest first was, in some ways, quite lucky.
Coming up, at Westcliff-on-Sea, paramedics arrive at a flat to find 19-year-old Keegan's heart is showing no signs of life.
It's still not breathing.
Are they there?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to leave you with them. Okay, well done. You've done really well.
Grittenham, near Royal Wootton Bassett in Wiltshire. At the motocross track, 40 competitors line up for a championship race. The starting grid drops and they thunder across the rough terrain. Harry, one of the youngest riders, moves into second place as he films from a camera mounted on his quad bike.
I had a lot of pressure because I was winning the championship. I'd won the last round and I needed to do well.
He's a top rider, but at the second jump, disaster. He crashes and is thrown to the ground. He's hit by a vehicle close behind. But there are 37 more to come. Harry must get out of the way or risk being crushed under their wheels. Harry Walker is a chip off the old block. His dad and all his siblings are keen motocross fans. They've all competed and love the sport.
My dad used to travel around the world and I used to go with him and it became like a part of my normal life. And since the age of 9, I've decided to start doing it myself. I find it a thrill, it's a buzz.
Harry is dedicated to motocross. This year, at only 15 years old, he moved up to competing on bigger bikes at an adult level.
I think I'm one of the youngest out there. I think there's 2 people that are 15.
His engineer, Dad Stuart, is very proud.
Harry has shone exceptionally well this year, especially. It's been his best year ever by far. We're incredibly proud of his efforts, and the beauty for us is when he goes out and rides, he always gives it 110%. He's always, gets back on and keeps going.
It's a summer weekend and Harry is competing in a championship race at Grittenham in Wiltshire. He's been doing well all year, but today, after a problem with his bike which lost him points, he's determined to claw back his position.
I had a lot of pressure because I was winning the championship. I'd won the last round. There's a lot of pressure and everything, and I needed to do well.
Harry's parents are trackside as the race gets underway.
I don't actually worry about Harry and his ability. I sometimes worry about the ability of others.
Harry gets a good start and takes the first jump well.
He was second in a pack going for first with a lot of dust because it was in the summer months. And all we kind of saw was him going into this, like a rhythm section, which is like they call whoops ultimately. And we didn't see him come out the rhythm section because of the dust.
Which means Harry's dad doesn't see what happens at the second jump. Harry makes an error and crashes hard to the ground, rolling in the dust. The bike camera captures his fall.
I just decided to come over these whoops very hard and it just chucked me straight over the bars. It happens oh so fast.
Harry goes one way and the bike goes the other. He knows he's in trouble.
It was at the beginning, so all the riders were behind me.
As he lies on the floor, one of the following riders hits him.
Came past and I was on the floor and his wheels just went straight over the top of me. It's a weird feeling. It's scary, but you know that you're in pain. The adrenaline keeps you going.
Just after a jump is most definitely the most dangerous place to have an accident. You're then led there and everybody else is coming over the jump.
Harry needs to get off the track quickly as the other riders hurtle towards him. Their bikes weigh around 350 pounds each. If they land hard on top of him, they'll inflict serious injury.
I remember getting up and running around because I didn't want to run across the track because I knew that riders would be coming across, so I ran forward and then looked behind in case I got hit.
One of the other riders' cameras shows Harry back on his feet. There he is to the left. Meanwhile, his parents can do nothing as they wait anxiously for the dust to clear.
The heart's in your mouth for that short period of time when you can't see what's going on. We're not allowed on the track as parents, spectators or anything. There's officials that are basically there to do that job. So as much as you kind of, when they're your kids, you want to run across, subsequently you can't run across the track. So you kind of got to sit there and wait and hope that they can collect their thoughts and that they haven't done any serious damage to themselves.
They recognise it's a dangerous sport.
And unfortunately, we lost a lad Harry's age a year ago to the day almost. You can crush ribs, you can break vertebrae, you can have some serious damage.
Harry manages to scramble off the track.
I just sat down for a few minutes. I was in quite a bit of pain, winded, and my back was hurting. The first thing come to my head was just take a minute to breathe. And then the second thing that's popped to my head was I need to get back on and get points and try and catch up because I knew it'd be a championship.
As the dust clears, Harry's dad is relieved to see his son back on the bike.
Once you see him moving again, you think, okay, he was kind of rolling around the floor and howling a little bit and got his breath back, got back on. You think, okay, you know, that's great, they're back on it.
Harry's dad is impressed by his son's determination.
Fair play to him, he persevered and chipped some places away again to get some points back.
And Harry lets him know he's okay.
My dad knew I was fine because when I come by, I did put my thumb up to just make sure he knew I was fine for his own safety as well. Because I knew he'd be worried, and obviously my mum as well.
Harry realises he could have been badly injured.
If I got hit again, it could have broken my neck, and I was extremely lucky to walk away from it. Yeah, it was a close call.
So you'd think the fall might put him off racing, but he carried on in the competition.
I won the championship at 15 years of age, which no one has ever done, so I was proud.
And he's already thinking of next season.
I'll be racing in the pro class with like the best in England and the adults, the pros. And if I do well in the next 5 years, I could go to America and race out there because it's a lot bigger out there.
In their third floor flat in Westcliff-on-Sea, Mum Debbie is in a fight to save the life of her 19-year-old son, Keegan. He suffered a cardiac arrest. With phone instructions from the 999 operator relayed by her son's girlfriend Charlotte, Debbie's been compressing his chest for 6 minutes and she's nearing exhaustion. The police are first on the scene.
Even when the police get there, you need to carry on doing the compressions, okay?
I don't even know what they're doing. They're just standing downstairs. The ambulance ain't even come yet.
An ambulance is coming. It's coming as fast as it can.
The police rush up to the flat. They find Keegan's mum on the verge of collapse, but they're fully trained in CPR.
I heard a voice behind me saying, "Would you like me to take over?" And 2 policemen had walked into the flat, at which point I was just so relieved. It was unbelievable.
Just a minute behind the police is paramedic Mark Rowley, and colleague Aaron Hughes is also en route. The call handler tries to get more information.
Did you see what happened?
He was coughing. He's got a bad cough, and all of a sudden I just heard him going, and I was shaking him, trying to wake him up.
I've walked into the address and immediately saw Charlotte screaming, massively emotional at what's happened or happening. I remember Keegan's dad constantly sort of shouting in the background, "Come on, Keegan, come on," trying to will him back to life, if anything.
Just looking at Keegan, the paramedics can tell this emergency is about as bad as it gets.
He was very hypoxic, which means he'd had a lack of oxygen for a long period of time. His face was quite grey and lifeless. It was purple around the lips.
When I connected the defib to him, straight away on the monitor, it had said that he was asystolic or a flat line. That is not compatible with defibrillating or shocking, because essentially the heart's already dead. There's no electrical activity making that heart pump.
The paramedics need to stimulate some electrical activity in Keegan's heart, all the time knowing just how slim the chances are for this 19-year-old. Charlotte is still on the phone to ambulance control.
You're still not breathing.
Are they there?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to leave you with them. Okay, well done. You've done really well.
It was like a really, really bad dream because you don't expect a 19-year-old that's as healthy as anything to be in that situation.
Suddenly, there's a glimmer of hope. The actions of the paramedics have stimulated Keegan's heart muscles. They're still not pumping, but there is electrical activity. Now at last, they can shock Keegan's heart. Incredibly, it responds.
Keegan's heart was beating again, and that's the immediate road to recovery.
His chances were still very grim. We've got him back for now, but it's something that may not have a long-term good outcome.
Keegan is taken to Southend University Hospital. All the time, the paramedics fearing he will arrest again.
As long as we can keep that heart beating, we know that he's receiving good oxygenated blood to his brain.
But the worry is how long Keegan's brain has been deprived of that oxygenated blood.
Whilst I was doing CPR, I was aware of how long he'd not been breathing, so I was conscious of if he did make a recovery of a level of brain damage he would have.
At the hospital, doctors can find no obvious cause for his cardiac arrest. He's sedated for 36 hours and his family wait. On a Friday lunchtime, Keegan is brought round. The sequence of events that follows finally reveals the most probable cause of his cardiac arrest.
When Keegan was first woken up and we first went in to see him, he started to cough a little bit and gag, and then as he did so, the nurse handed him a bowl. And then as he spat whatever it was into the bowl, she actually said to me, "It's biscuits." He had had milk and biscuits in bed. When he was coughing in bed, we now know that that coughing was actually choking. He wasn't just coughing.
The moment we found out it was all down to the biscuit, I think it was like a massive relief to know that there wasn't actually something like seriously wrong or he wasn't seriously ill.
Keegan's heart died for 12 minutes after he choked on the biscuits. He has not just survived, but he's made an almost complete recovery, although he remembers nothing of the events of that night or of the entire day before. He's overwhelmed by the life-saving treatment he received.
There's nothing that could describe how thankful I am. In so many words, there is not one thing I could do to repay them for what they've done. I mean, there's not enough anything in the world to say thank you. The thickness of a cat's hair, I came to life or death.
Keegan is one of only 2% of patients successfully revived following asystolic cardiac arrest.
Keegan's extremely lucky. There's a lot of circumstances that could have been very different. What happened that day was meant to happen and Keegan survived.
That's it for today. Join us next time for more stories from people about the day they had a close call. Today on Close Calls, police radio for help after being called to a break-in.
Charlie 1, we've got a person in the building. She's infirm. She can't get out of the building. The building is full of smoke.
An 83-year-old woman is trapped after her home is set alight. Also coming up, a mayday call from a fishing boat.